Good morning, it's Yvonne back to do the bonus read. I'm going to use the Modern Spellcasters Tarot for your reading today. As many of you know, and if you're not in Australia, where I live is right on the border of Sydney, and we are all in lockdown at the moment. Ace of Wands coming through. That's really nice. That just jumped out at me. It's a brand new start coming for you here. So we're all on lockdown. All of us expect that this lockdown will go well into August. We're quite expecting another few weeks. They keep extending by 1 week, but to be honest with you, I just wish they'd say a month and then we'll review it if anything comes around. But now Victoria's gone into lockdown too for 5 days of really strict lockdown in hope that they can manage the tracking, which apparently hasn't worked so well this time around. It sort of got away. I think people got a bit sort of lax or a bit lazy. So it's very, very sort of strange energy in Australia. All states operate very, very differently. So, all right, well, there you go. So we're in Hanged Man energy. Of course we are. The Hanged Man in this deck is always so different to me. It's not like the other decks. And this is why, you know, when we're reading from decks, sometimes we get very different energy because the deck has a different visual. And I feel that Spirit does that and guides us to a particular deck because there are different visuals that we need to be looking at. In this particular card, the Hanged Man is not hanging upside down. Obviously, he's still hanging. But the one thing that is really, really different is in the other decks, he has an aura around his head and it looks like he's sort of finding some sort of enlightenment. It has a very religious feel. In this particular card, it's a shroud. And this person almost looks like they're in a death pose. For me, the shroud always represents some sort of illusion, some sort of cover up, the veil that keeps us in that sleeping state. That's what it feels like. So it's, you know, when people haven't awoken, when they haven't embraced their spirituality and they're still in this sleep state and they are wearing this veil. So they're the people who don't really understand spirituality or try to challenge you in some way, shape or form in, you know, and sometimes very negative ways. They're the people who see it as woo-woos. Don't worry, I have them in my family too. And this sort of says to me here, there is some sort of energy of somebody here about to be awoken. That's what I want to say. I feel like this is like this almost on the doorstep, on the threshold of some sort of awakening. The Two of Wands is coming out here, and the Two of Wands talks about moving in a different direction. You have two paths, but very often one path is already tied, and this person is already tied to the old path and the new path here. So there's sort of this energy of him not really knowing which way to go. He may be even trying to make understanding of his world here to decide which direction to take. But generally there is a choice of one path that stands out a little bit more than the other. So I feel like this person's going to take a different path because now they will see things in a very different way. So, you know, this can be the person who all of a sudden wakes up one day and has that initial awakening, but because it's so powerful, they feel that it's like going to awaken them to a new direction. And that's where I feel like this person is. Okay, so the Moon card is here. If you're a Pisces or a Cancer, this could be talking about you here. I'm very, very drawn to the Dachshund. I've no idea why. I feel like somebody has either started to feel things that they've never felt before, or they bring things up from a very deep place within them that they haven't encountered before. This is where the veil is being lifted. So I feel like for some of you here, This may be someone who's been very, very logical in the past, very much in their thinking brain, and they're feeling feelings. This must be such a strange energy for some people here, to understand what their feelings feel like, because so many people intellectualize their feelings. I hear people talking about this all the time, and people really don't understand that feeling your feelings is very different to thinking your feelings. Thinking your feelings and intellectualizing them, it comes from some sort of trauma response. So it's possible, that thinking and not feeling kept you safe. Remember, everything has kept you safe in life. All of these things that you're trying to discard, all these things you're trying to move away from, have all kept you safe, but they are no longer useful for you. So I feel like somebody is learning to feel their feelings here. Okay, so we have communication coming through with the Page of Wands. Somebody's stirring up the hornet's nest here. I almost feel like this is a piñata. I feel somehow or another you're getting communication from somebody here who has or wants to maybe stir something up, get something going. I feel like this person, whoever I'm talking about here, has been through something where they have been able to understand their own feelings and emotions, and now they are expressing or wanting to come forward here. I do note the blindfolds on these people. So it's very much, isn't it, this like piñata thing with blindfolds. Let me just look behind. Okay, all right. I feel like somebody's got something to say here. They've closed out some sort of negative cycle here. I feel like because of their awakening, they've stirred something up. Because they've awoken, because their feelings have come to the surface, they have done something in their own lives to stir something up and complete something. I almost feel like this energy here makes me feel like answering your parents back. When you've not been, when you're getting into trouble for something and you get really brazen, and instead of just taking your punishment, you have words. That's what it feels like somebody here has learned to speak up for themselves, and they've created some sort of energy here of friction, but it's closed something out here and given, look, they've stepped into their truth. Okay. I am not sure who I'm talking about here, but somebody's removed the veil. I feel like this person is realizing now they want to travel in a new direction. I feel that they have opened up to their feelings and somehow or another created some sort of, I want to say, a diversion in their own lives. So they've changed something in their own lives because they've learned to speak their truth, because now they're feeling something that they weren't feeling before. Now they want to follow that. It's like, I understand why I'm feeling this way, and I just don't want to put up with what I've been putting up with for a really long time. That's the energy here. So I'm answering back, and we have the Hierophant coming through again. The Hierophant is the card of tradition. So maybe this person started realizing their feelings. Maybe traditionally they've been in their head thinking about things. Maybe they've always been able to understand things through their thinking rather than their feeling. And I feel that somehow or another this person is understanding now. There's a gift here, and there's a cat of nine tails. They've made a choice here between constantly living a life of pain and punishment, or taking the gift that is life and moving forward with it. Wow. Okay. This person feels like they've been living in dark. They've been living in the dark. They've been living in a space where they haven't been able to see things, and now they can see things, and they don't want to endure the pain any longer. They want to move forward and embrace life. That's what I get from that card. Okay, so we have a love offer coming through. Six of Pentacles coming through with the Three of Pentacles. Somebody wants to build with you now. They're understanding the connection you have. They understand that they've been like, because I always talk about self-flagellation here, and this has got a cat of nine tails. And I feel like this person has been living a life where they've been continuously beating themselves up. They may have been with someone who was doing that. This person now wants to embrace life. They don't want to stay where they are anymore. They feel like they've been in the dark, that they haven't had an opportunity to see life in the way that they wanted to see life. This person's now ready to offer love. So somehow or another, this person feels to me like they've left something behind and they now want to work with you. This person has some sort of soul contract with you here. So it could be a soulmate, twin flame energy, but somebody who's made a decision to follow their heart. Big time. All right, there we go. We have the Lovers card coming through with the Four of Swords and the Three of Wands. This is someone who's looking towards the future and understanding what they want here. For some of you, this could be a proposal with this Hierophant coming through and the Knight of Cups. This is an offer of marriage, I feel like, for some of you. This person is focused on the future now. They see the connection here. This is a person who's following their heart. Okay, so I have the Ten of Cups coming through with the Four of Cups. Okay, whoever we're talking about here may have refused your cup in the past. I feel like they're still looking at that cup, and that's what's woken them up here. They've woken up to the Ten of Cups. So we have the 4 from the 10, which is the 6 of Cups. So it signifies something from the past here that's coming around again with this 4 of Cups. Somebody who did not accept an offer from you the first time around, but now understands that you are the 10 of Cups. You could be a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo here. Queen of Pentacles coming out. This person sees you as a partner, as a wife, as a husband. They see potential in you. I feel like they always saw the potential. But I feel like because they were thinking or intellectualizing or being logical about some sort of connection, it wasn't really hitting home. And I feel like now they've grasped the idea or started to feel their feelings, or maybe even purged their feelings. They may have been through counseling or some sort of support here, because I feel like this person may have purged a lot of hidden emotions. But I feel like this person is choosing to embrace the gift of life here. All right, so we have somebody who's removed or seen through the veil, seen through the shadow, somebody who now wants to take a new direction. I feel like this person has purged past emotions and is ready to communicate here. I feel like in their own life they've sort of completed something here and they're ready to stand in their truth here. I feel very strongly that you could be dealing with an earth sign here. You could be dealing with a Gemini or a Taurus. Those are the ones that seem to be very dominant in this reading. The Queen of Pentacles is clarified by the Page of Cups, the Hanged Man coming back out again, the Eight of Swords. Somebody's escaped tyranny, I want to say here, and realised a truth. That is just a straightforward story right there. Someone has removed some sort of mask, got out of victim mentality and moved into a truth, understood a truth. This person could have done a lot of research. They could have done counselling. They could have been to people to talk to them. Because I feel really like this is a complete turnaround. This person has completely turned their energy round. I see someone who was not able to, like when I look here, the 3 cards that stand out for me are these 3 cards here. And have a look at all their faces. So this was someone who couldn't face their feelings before, someone who didn't really like the look of themselves, maybe didn't like to look in the mirror at themselves. This is someone here who was burying everything, putting everything away and not listening to their own body, not listening to their own feelings. Somebody who was what I call self-flagellating, beating themselves up all the time, holding themselves responsible for everything wrong in their lives. Victim mentality. And I look at those three and I see somebody who's been hiding behind a mask. So whoever this person is now is ready to open up. Wow, okay, even if we have a look at this. And I feel like this person is now open and ready to share everything with you. All right, let's pull an oracle card. Actually, I might read A Journey of Love. Let's read something different here today. Oh, we don't want that many. I'll be here till next week. Okay, perhaps not that. That's a bit of an exaggeration. It'd certainly be, I'm still going to get two. I'm still going to get two no matter which way. All right, let's have a look. We have the card of the cloak first, which is card 50. The message that this oracle brings you is that you can safely release the forms of security that you once held. You do not have to abandon your boundaries with others. Rather, your boundaries are so functional that you can enter into relationships with more openness, trusting that your boundary will naturally assert itself when necessary, giving you the connection to yourself that you need when you need it, without having to withdraw from relationship entirely. It is time to trust your own boundaries and practice letting them help you while actively engaging in deeper relationship. You'll have fun. I feel like this person has let go of something for sure. All right, and we have the card of 7 here, and I feel like this is the card I was meant to pick up. You are blessed with an opportunity to change gears, to change your life, to jump on the fast train. You are invited to fling yourself off the repetitive treadmill way of life and into a dance through nature, to be utterly confused and delighted, to accept the way of divine trust even with its chaos, the instability that precedes all genuine creativity. So here it is. You get your get out of jail free card, your opportunity to make a mess and find out what you didn't know you were looking for. You're being nudged. If you wish, let yourself go down that strange path opening up before you without knowing what it is, even as you take your next step. Your universe is shifting and stranger, more beautiful worlds beckon. Why not go where you haven't been before? You'll find yourself there and realize you are more than what you once thought you were. Oh, that's big, isn't it? This oracle has a message for you. If you are thinking of changing location, jobs, houses, or attitudes, try something now, especially if it's unusual for you. Then the universe is supporting you. Now is the time to expect what you didn't expect. The dream. I will read the poem. The taste and touch of you within, thoughts linger on a sweet caress. You come to me, no sounds distract that night's embrace of innocence. The artist's brush across my lips, the palette rich in colours deep, to flow with feelings now renewed and blend as one in breath and hue. Entwined our bodies bathe in love and weep with longing's slow release. Emotion's song and soft refrain awaken dreams that never cease. Have a great day.